Hello and welcome to VB Learning Zone, brought to you by me, your instructor Alex Headley. In this video we're going to run through the Visual Studio IDE. So let's get started. So if we open up Visual Studio, I'm going to open this as an admin and it loads up the launch window. Launch window is made up of a few things. You can search by typing words. You can pin different applications that you're working on. You can see any that you've opened up this week and older. And this can be a combination of either solution files, project files, folders. There's another option where you can clone a repo from GitHub or GitLab or any source control like Azure DevOps. You can open up a project or solution by using the File Explorer. You can open up just a folder with files in it, or you can create a program from scratch using the templates. There's also a continue without code. We'll go into that in the lesson. So today I'm going to run through an existing project. So we're going to look at the VB.NET Beginner Level 1 course that I recorded a year or so ago. And we'll look through the different aspects of this. So this may be your first time using Visual Studio. I'm just going to explain the different parts of it. So there are different windows that you can display in the layout of this program. They are movable and you can pin them in different places. Some people prefer the Solution Explorer on the right hand side, some on the left. It's all your preference. But let's have a look at some things you might be familiar with. We've got a toolbox. The toolbox has all the different common controls. They're grouped by different aspects. Easy for you to find. But as you know, you can just take a control, drop it onto your form. So I already have a couple of controls, the text boxes and some buttons. And we have the familiar form designer that you can see. You can move the items around wherever you need them. Other aspects of this, you've got the actual Solution Explorer. So Solution is made up of two projects, Calculator project and a first program project. And within each of the projects, you've got different parts of the application. So for this, it's a very simple one. We just have a form that can open up as a UI designer or as the code behind. And you can see that there's different buttons, click events for those aspects of the form. The other thing you may be familiar with is a properties sheet. So as you click on the different types of controls on the form, you'll see that this changes. It'll tell you what class it is, the button, text box, and you can see you can change different aspects like the name, how to anchor it, and so forth. So to compare this to things you might already know, I've just got a quick screenshot of VB6 IDE. They're very similar. You can see that there's a form, there's a toolbox, just has icons. This has icons and some text to make it easier to see what they are. You've got your project that's built up of project and form, so calculator, form, and your property sheet, again with different things like captions that you used to. Go alongside that, we can also have a look at Microsoft Access database. So you've probably seen a few of Rich's courses, probably how you've come across this one. So I thought it would be good to compare like for like as close as possible. So I've created a form. I've tried to match it to the form that we're using in Visual Studio. Put some text boxes on, some buttons, and as you can see, you can jump to code editor, the VBE, and see that we have click event and the code that actually does the implementation of that. So very similar to Visual Studio in the fact that you've got the different parts of the solution and you can get to the different parts of the code that you need to. It just so happens that it's all in one window instead of jumping between Access and VBA. Yeah, this is a very quick run through of solution. We'll be going into more detail of all the different menu items and actually running a program and changing aspects that you'd need to get your program working. For now, if you've got any questions, please do ask in the forum, and hopefully see you at the next video. Thank you very much.